fabulous theme show here on Laugh Tracks. Now, our salute to plagiarism had to be canceled because somebody stole the idea. And we couldn't do the salute to cheap shots because Liberace was tied up. So we thought, hey, why limit ourselves? Let's salute salutes. Now, wait a minute. We're not talking about this kind of salute, or this kind of salute, or this kind of salute, or this kind of... No. We're talking about a salute to a lot of stuff. And what better way to salute a lot of stuff than with a parade? So sit back, relax, and enjoy Laugh Track's Salute to Parades.
Hello, and welcome to the Laugh Tracks Parade. It's a gorgeous day, a beautiful day here on Mockingbird Court. We're going to be watching the Laugh Tracks Parade as it moves down on this gorgeous day. And sitting next to me is Gail Mathias. Gail, it's a beautiful day for a parade, isn't it?
It certainly is, Frank. It's the best, I think, that I've seen in years.
Oh, I'll tell you, we're very excited.
Look at the excitement on the face of the crowd.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, indeed.
No, this is going to be one of the most special. Oh, and here comes the Laugh Tracks cast float.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All those beautiful colors made out of 10,000 gerbil tails, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's very beautiful. It's exciting float. Might be able to see over the back of our shoulders. We can see it on a monitor. Hi, Jim. Jim Stahl.
There's the host of the show, Jim Stahl. Jim Stahl. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim.
It's a beautiful day. We're having a great time. You know, there's a good reason, Gail, that Jim is driving that car on the float there.
What is that, Frank? What is that?
Well, that's because it's Jim's very own personal car. Only immediate members of the family can drive that car besides Jim, and very few of those, I might add.
It's special, isn't it? We'll be right back to
Stay
this special
tuned.
parade.
Welcome to Laugh Tracks, hosted by Jim Stahl, with Howie Mandel, Gail Mathias, Lucy Webb, Jim Fisher, and featuring Frank Welker, with guest stars English Beat, the Catholic Girls, and LA sardonic disc jockeys London and Engelman, and a special appearance by Skip Stevenson.
Well, we're back here on this gorgeous, gorgeous day here in the city.
It is beautiful. It's
Watching-
a special day. We've got a special parade and a special bunch of people in our camera and crew.
That's
We want
right.
to thank our camera and crew right off the top
I
of
think
the
that's a
bat.
good time, too. All the kids, and especially the people in the truck who've done such a marvelous job in this parade so far.
The director of our parade this year.
Especially for you.
Yes.
All right. Oh, listen to this, Gail. Look what's coming up here. This is one of the annual favorite, actually, of the Laugh Tracks watchers. This is the Laugh Tracks chicken core.
And it's not a chicken stock footage, huh?
Yeah, that's right,
This is
yeah.
live here from Hollywood. That's
Now,
right.
look at this. It's led again, I think, this year by last year's leader.
Of course, Howie Mandel, Chicken Man Supreme.
Look at
huh?
those chicken hearts. Aren't they something?
That chicken core is pure poultry in motion.
I think that's very nicely put, Gail. I think you put your foot right on it.
That's correct, Frank. Isn't this special?
Oh, what a gorgeous day, and especially for you, the Laugh Tracks Parade. You're having a great time, aren't you?
It's fun, different, interesting, special. Always something new here at the Laugh Tracks Parade.
That's right. Very unusual, different, just something that you've never seen before.
We're glad to be a part of it.
We certainly are. This year's parade brought to you by...
All those folks that bring you all those products.
That's right. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more of exciting Laugh Tracks and our Laugh Tracks Parade right here on Mockingbird Court right after this word.
Great. Print it.
You washed Fluffy.
So?
The tub's clogged. What'll unclog all that hair?
George, stop barking. Use liquid Drano with Formula Oxide 3.
Drano's strong, but that's unclogged.
No leading liquid works better. Drano's got the power to bust that clog.
All clear.
Great. Now for dinner.
After I feed Fluffy.
It's a door dog's life, George. Try Liquid Drano. No leading liquid works better. Renews it.
Renews it. Open renews it a little or a lot.
It all depends on the odors you've got.
Renews it in the closet, open just a touch.
Renews it in the kitchen, open this much. Renews it in the bathroom, open wide.
Helps keep your house smelling fresh and clean inside.
Renews it.
Renews it.
And we're priced right.
Morning. You know, I used to think when you reached a certain point in business, you could relax. But these days, in this economy, with all the bright young people coming up, with competition the way it is, I can't take it easy. I still start every day early, and I still start it with the Wall Street Journal. The Journal tells me everything important going on in business that can affect me and my company. Everything I need to know. It gives me a running start every business day. I can't afford to be less informed than anybody I do business with, outside my company or in it. The Journal makes sure I'm not. Excuse me. Got to do my required reading.
Get all the business news you need when you need it. Get the Wall Street Journal, delivered every business day for 6 months for $47, just 37 cents a day. Phone toll-free 800-228-6606. That's 6 months, $47, only 37 cents a day. Phone 800-228-6606 now.
Leather and suede coats are always in style, and they make perfect gifts. Hoffman's Leather. Most of our coats are made in our own factory. We also carry other brands. So, for the quality of the expensive stores, but at a lower price, come to Hoffman's. We have large sizes for ladies and men. We also carry handbags and briefcases. Don't just consider price. Quality is important, too. And you'll get good quality at Hoffman's. 4101 El Cajon Boulevard in San Diego and 1140 Broadway, Chula Vista in the Price Bazaar.
And now, Laugh Tracks presents its foremost authority and former evangelist, now pro-rock crusader, Billy Rock!
Okay. Friends, thank you, friends. I use the term lightly. I'm here tonight to talk to you about America. And America is music. Yeah! And thank you, friend. And I've got the music in me, friends. Oh, yes, I do. Friends, Americans love music. Where else would people be stupid enough to pay $25 to see Wayne Newton live? Come on. Where else would somebody who looks like Wayne Newton be allowed to sing I've Got to Be Me? Like everybody say Zorro Syndrome. Zorro Syndrome! What does it mean? Friends, as Joan Crawford said, I read it in '85, it's got a good beat. All the kids at home are saying, what did Billy say? Friends, where else could we express ourselves through dancing, friends? We're talking, thank you, we're talking the twist. We're talking the mashed potatoes. We're talking the Freddy, friend. Remember the Freddy? We're talking the hitchhiker. We're talking the dirty dog. Oh, no. And for all you Houston friends, the Cotton-Eyed Joe.
Do it, Billy, do it!
I can't, I'm running out of time. Why, if you friends, people say to me, Billy, what about the slam? That's the question right over here. You know, if you lived in Mexico, you couldn't do the slam, could you? That's the question right over there. You'd have to be a professional boxer in order to do the slam in Mexico, friends. Think about it. I know I will later tonight. Friends, Americans love music. American music is what makes us, us. It's what makes you, you. It's what makes we. I said it on TV. I said we. Friends, this is Billy Rock saying, do you want to dance? Do you know the way to San Jose? Do you want to get funky with me? Do you want to salute American music? Then let's get down and rock and roll. I just want to say, what better way
to salute American music than two of Los Angeles' most acerbic disc jockeys, Ron Engelman and John London. Everybody say London and Engelman.
Hi, I'm John London.
And I'm Ron Engelman. And there's nothing about American music we find worth saluting.
As a matter of fact, I don't think there's anything we find worthy of a salute. But if Laugh Trax wants us to salute this commie abortion known as American music, who are we to complain?
I don't know about you, John, but promoting these same new wave honyaks on TV is about as disgusting as drinking a barium shake out of a wino sneaker.
Personally, I'd rather have a vulture spew the regurgitated remains of a diseased weasel into my face.
But they don't want tasteful ideas. They want a salute to American music.
Days was a way of life in America, not just a half an hour on Tuesday nights. You know, sock hops, high school, malt shops, and prayer in school. Well, you can relive those days with the greatest of the girl group from that era, the Dinettes, by playing their latest album, Dinettes on 45. Snippets of such famous Dinettes hits as... plus at least 7 seconds of... and all those other Dinette hits, so act now and you'll also get... that's right, Dinettes on 45, a 16-song set on one long playing 45. Act now.
Bill Sprint with news in a hurry. RCA Records is returning to its old logo, the dog looking into the Victrola. However, to update this image, the Victrola is being replaced by a stereo and the dog with Charlene Tilden. This is Bill Sprint. I'm a cheap shot.
If there's anything that's typically American, it's folk singers singing songs about injustice. American injustice.
Even when it doesn't exist.
No, but for a while, folk music seemed to die out.
Yeah, but we're happy to say that injustice is alive and well again, and there's still people around to sing about it.
And here to sing about it is a group so nauseatingly sappy, they make Barry Manilow seem like David Lee Roth.
Hi, I'm Bobby.
I'm Kathy.
And I'm Murray. And all together, we're the Husters.
Play on, fellas. You know, I speak for Bobby, Ginger, Carl, Paul, and Murray, as well as myself. When I say we love our country, and one of the great things about the good old US of A is that you can speak out about things that are bothering you.
Couldn't do that in Russia.
Oh, no. Not only couldn't you speak about it in Russia, but you couldn't sing about it either.
But we can.
Because we're the Husters.
And
hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho. Hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho.
Our priorities are all wrong. Instead of drugs and sex, we should be turning onto the dance track. Damn it!
America is great and we do what we should. Like rubbing out Allende for his own country's good.
Hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho.
And
Hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho.
we all should give our government a law so we can improve conditions in El Salvador.
Passion is large and immense. Just look at his budget for arms and defense. Hi-diddly, hi-diddly, ho. Hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho. All Mr. Trudeau does is sit and complain. Detroit is his neighbor and they send him acid rain. I wish that Reagan would give us some clues how to pull off your bootstraps when you're not wearing shoes. Hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho. Hi-diddly, hi-di-hey, hi-diddly, ho. Come on now, everybody sing along. Don't be icky.
Go on! We're the Huskers! And
I get over, oh.
Trax salute to American music. I'm John London.
And I'm Ron Engelman. Face it, John, where would America be without rock and roll?
Probably in Siberian labor camps like the Ruskies. I mean, they don't have rock and roll. They spend Thanksgivings eating tractor parts.
Yes, that's right. Rock and roll is American as freedom of speech, like this next act, English Beat. And any of you borscht-brained Kremlinites who disagree, you'll get a 20 megaton candygram from yours truly.
Because here in America, we spell macho with a capital M-X. Ron, push that button.
I'd be glad to, John. I only wish that were the real thing.
Well, wouldn't that be fun?
Okay. 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 Fine.
Frank, if I'm not mistaken, I think I see Bill Sprint coming up next.
By golly, I believe you're right, Gail. He looks pretty far down the route, though, right now. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
By golly, he saw us. He waved.
If it's Bill Sprint, he'll be here in a second.
By golly.
Hi, I'm Bill Sprint with Parades in a Hurry. They're too long. Nobody recognizes the Fringe Time celebrities. Buddy Epson is usually involved. It's the only job Bess Meyerson has had in 20 years, and you stand a good chance of getting your pocket picked. This is Bill Sprint. I'm on the lookout for horse manure.
There he was.
There's only one toilet bowl clean enough for my family. That's a bowl that's Vanish clean. And for me, there's only one way to get it. My brush and Crystal Vanish. Crystal Vanish is specially formulated to disinfect. Not all bowl cleaners disinfect. And Vanish kills germs that cause odors, removes tough stains, and cleans completely under the rim. Now that's as clean as you can get. That's Vanish Clean. For my family, it's not clean. Unless it's Vanish Clean.
Numbers, on occasion, speak louder than words. Now, these figures dramatize the results of a university study in which serum cholesterol was reduced, an average of 9.6% in 3 weeks. 43 families took part. They cut down on cholesterol and saturated fats, and they ate more fish, chicken, and vegetables. For cooking, they all used Puritan because it's low in saturated fats with no cholesterol. Your assignment is to try it. Puritan knows you're fighting serum cholesterol. Puritan wants you to win.
How loyal are people to the brands they choose?
Would you swap your brand of soap pad for 2 of this other leading brand?
I'll swap.
Would you swap your trash bag for 2?
Oh, okay, I'll swap.
Would you swap your Tide for...
No. Will not swap my Tide. I have children, 7 and 5. The boy has just discovered baseball. He's discovered sliding into third. If I want to get that dirt out again, I'll do it in Tide to get them clean. My little girl has discovered wearing no shoes. If I want her socks clean, I wash in Tide.
How loyal are people to Tide?
Would not trade.
I can't talk you into it?
Even for 4 of them. No.
Women just won't give up the clean they get with Tide.
Now, Mr. Perlman, in looking over your 1040 for 1981, I find a couple of things here, frankly, that just don't jive.
What's that, sir?
Well, take, for example, here on page 1, says here that you're from Utah.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Your listed occupation is Mormon.
Well, it's a job. Somebody's got to do it.
Yes, I understand. But look at this. You still have here a 15-wife exemption.
Yes. Would it make any difference if I told you I love them all?
No. But it might make a difference if you told the truth, Mr. Perlman. The fact is that we've been doing some checking up on you.
You have?
We certainly have. And first of all, you're not Mormon, you're Jewish. And secondly, you have only one wife.
Right. But I have one wife, and she's a princess, and doesn't one Jewish princess, isn't that equivalent to 15 Mormon wives? Is equivalent, same?
15 Mormon wives,
one Jewish
princess. Let me check it out. Let me look under Jewish. No, I should look under Mormon.
Cigarette?
No, thanks. Had to give them up.
Oh, doctor's orders?
Accountant's orders. The sin tax on a pack of cigarettes was bankrupting me. $0.10 a pack. Do you know what that adds up to in a year?
Oh, tell me about it. I used to be a contented alcoholic, but then they put a sin tax on booze.
Yeah.
I tell you, being dry is bad, but being poor is worse.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Isn't that terrible? They're making us give up our favorite things because of a stupid sin tax.
I know what you mean. I had to give up telling my husband how wonderful he is in bed. Huh? I had to give up telling my husband how wonderful he is in bed. Huh? I had to give up telling my husband how wonderful he is in bed. Huh?
What?
What? Well, it is a sin to tell a lie.
I must say, this is the worst tax form I have ever seen. Not only is this illegible, but these chicken scratches you call deductions are in the improper order. They are not organized, and there's no substantiation for any of these deductions. And this is covered with what looks like strained carrots. Who filled this out?
I did it. The carrots.
You filled it out. And you failed to include baby Bobby here as an exemption.
I'm not an exemption. Yeah, they have a mistake.
Is this true?
Well, what was I supposed to do? Go out in the middle of the night and to some drugstore? It was her fault!
These are the biggest bunch of babies I have ever seen.
You know, Gail, one thing that always brings a bit of warmth to my heart is to see the lengths that our spectators will go to get a good seat at the Laugh Tracks parade.
That's
we're
right,
so crowded. Down on the boulevard is very crowded.
Two individuals in particular that we can mention right now. We don't know them personally, but we know that they're very warm, happy fans of the Laugh
I think we
Tracks
should
people.
give them a wave. All right, can we see them up there on the
scaffolding there?
Call it the I building. Now, their interesting technique, they're looking into the glass, seeing the parade reflected as they clean it. It's a marvelous thing because they didn't want to leave work, but they wanted to be at the parade. Oh, no! The official Laugh Tracks car has run over Tony Basil. Now, this is a gray spot on our parade.
Let's wave.
About 3 hours after lunch, I get really hungry. Your stomach's growling and you're trying to get things done, and your stomach's there going, eat me, poking at you.
It's so satisfying.
And that gives your stomach something to do until you can have a good meal.
Peanuts and peanut butter nougat, caramel and milk chocolate.
Satisfying.
Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
Darn, my sink trap's clogged.
Do you know what's clogging it?
Who knows what's down there? Grease, food, hair.
Use Crystal Drano, the all-purpose drain opener.
Isn't liquid plumber's all-purpose?
No, it may not work on tough grease clogs.
Well, Drano.
Yes, Drano works on grease and food and hair.
Wow! I never know what the clog is, so I'll use all-purpose Drano.
Drano, the all-purpose drain opener.
Let's face it, football is on everyone's mind, and it's going to take something pretty spectacular to get you armchair quarterbacks out of your seats. Well, Mad Jax has the answer. The 1983 Video Expo. Incredible savings on new 1983 video and TV from all the big brands like RCA. 19-inch color set, $284. RCA's best portable video, $795. The top-of-the-line stereo video, $895. Stop in and see what's new for '83 and save during the Video Expo at all 5 Mad Jax.
Art enriches all our lives. It speaks a universal language that transcends time and space and touches us in our inner selves. Sometimes it is only through art that we can reach someone. Sometimes an expression of art is the only way some of us can communicate with the world around us. Hi, I'm Ed White of the San Diego Chargers, and these are some of my very special friends. Let me show you how this flower goes. Here, children with psychological problems find a means to express themselves with the help of the San Diego Center for Children, a United Way agency. These children are learning, through regular classwork and special counseling, how to overcome their difficulties. Sometimes the beauty in a single flower can open a whole new world to a child. There is beauty in nature and in the art around us. Thanks to you, it works for all of us, the United Way.
What will life be like in the future? If I've been asked that question once, I've been asked that question 1,000 times, and my answer is always the same. How do I know what life is going to be like in the future? Do I look like a mind reader or something? Alvin Toffler, Buckminster Fuller, and Jim Stahl. I don't know. Anyway, we thought we might do something about the subject. It's pretty safe. I mean, it's always topical because it's always going on. Even as we speak right now, we're zooming our way into the future. And what I like best about the future is that no one can prove you wrong about it. Who's to say that anything we make up, I mean, research, won't happen? No one's there or anything, so it's up for grabs, right? Okay, so hold on to your air-purifying geodesic dome space helmets with built-in light sensor because Laugh Tracks salutes the future.
We're going to have to start wearing something other
other than blue jeans. I agree. I'm sick of that.
Yeah. What did you learn at the Future Fair?
Oh, I learned a lot of neat stuff.
Like what?
Well, mostly that everything's going to be a lot quicker.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Like most everything what?
Well, like it's only going to take 20 minutes to get to Europe.
Wow.
It's going to take about 5 minutes to do your grocery shopping, and you're going to get the book of the month every day.
Yeah. Well, that's supposed to be the future. Some of it's happening already.
How's that?
Well, for starters, it only took me 5 minutes to spend my paycheck, 4 minutes to eat a minute steak, and 3 minutes for my boyfriend to do what usually takes 20.
Yeah, I dated Jim Stahl, too. Sad.
This is Bill Sprint with Future in a Hurry. 2083. No one will have body hair. All clothing will be made out of silver. Instead of food, we'll eat pills. Dick Clark will still look 29. This is Bill Sprint. I'm a Time Warp.
Okay, today, class, I'm going to teach you about the horrors of nuclear war. Woo! Okay, specifically the genetic effects caused by such a nightmare. Okay, now, first of all, I want to tell you that after the bomb, get me out of here! Okay, after the bomb has been dropped, the radioactive fallout will alter the genes of all the citizens, and mutation could occur. Okay, now, these mutants will be smooth all over with large heads that are covered with various colors of fur. Okay, their mouths will be equipped with large white devices for slicing and dicing. And here's an example of one of those mutants right now.
Hello, my name is Jim Stahl.
Wait a second. This was only a test. Stay calm.
Welcome to the 1950s science fiction theater, bringing you the best of low-budget space epics. Before the dawn of special effects, rocket ship X-10 explored the universe in plastic suits, bubbled helmets, and guns that made only noise. Here's Major Bill Carter, U.S. Air Force.
I'm Major Bill Carter, USAF here.
I already said that.
Just a few seconds. The ship will be thrown out of control, and we'll be hurled millions of miles into darkest space. Oh, there's Doc.
Hi, I'm Colonel Kurt Brenner, but just call me Doc. Whatever planet we crash on, I'll try and reason with the inhabitants, but it won't help. I'll be the first to die.
Yes, Doc here is always the first to die. But he's a trooper. He's died on 37 planets so far. And by the way, we always end up right back on Earth, right where we started. Only millions of years in the future.
That way we can meet the survivors of the atomic war who live underground, so the mutants on the surface can't get them.
But they usually get me. Hi, I'm Greta Tyson. And I play a doctor, too. The PhD kind, that is. I wear the nuclear brassiere on this flight. All the mutants want to mate with me.
And so do I. I'm Lieutenant Harry Hansen. I co-pilot the ship and fight over Greta. When she chooses Bill, I turn traitor and help the mutants, in which case they kill me, but not before I get a stupid name like Gore for Krail. In the future, we'll all have stupid names.
Like me. I'm Brooklyn. My last name is something Jewish or Italian, but they call me Brooklyn. I'm the ship's mechanic. Like I know how to fix anything on the ship. I usually say things like, we'll never get back now the distributor cap's gone.
Are the brave men and women of rocket ship X-10. Watch each week as they travel the galactic highway to the planet Nostalgia.
Just out of spot, I can place up through earthly lines. Don't slip so tight, 'cause I didn't care till I found out that one of them was mine. Night after night, time after time, done too much of all types of whining. time. And I couldn't phone without breaking the news, without breaking your heart. Being dead don't hurt no, only dying. Cards on the table, time sometimes it's right to say goodnight. Always searching for paradise. I admit that I'm blue as blind, darling. I confess, yes, I blew every line. Did not care till I found out that one of them was like a light. Another boy was given a try. Blinded by fright, he screams, my life's not over, please get out. I know I'm shouting, I like to shout. I confess, I confess, I confess. I confess, I confess, I confess.
Are stock prices going to fall or rise? Investors read Barron's to find out beforehand. Which way are interest rates headed? Investors read Barron's to find out beforehand. What's next for bonds, precious metals, commodities, options? Investors read Barron's to find out beforehand. Beforehand, in time to do something about it. Every week, Barron's takes a long, hard look around the whole world of investing to help its readers take a long, hard look ahead. Next time you hear about some lucky investor who did really well, remember this. It isn't always luck. Sometimes it's Barron's.
Get the next 26 weeks of Barron's for $32. Just call toll-free 800-228-6605. And also get as a bonus the helpful booklet, The ABCs of Market Forecasting. That's 26 weeks of Barron's plus the bonus booklet for just $32. Call 800-228-6605 now. Don't make a move without Barron's.
Look who dropped in on Madam's place.
What? A dump!
Who is it behind those Betty Davis eyes? Well, she may not be the real Betty.
What an ass!
Whoever she is, she's more than Madam can handle.
Tell me, darling, is that your face? Or did your neck throw up?
She's got everybody turned upside down on the next outrageous Madam's Place.
Oh, how horrible!
Monday night at 7 here on XETV 6.
Nice dress.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Hello, I'm William F. Butler, Jr. Oh, this is Mr. Robert Easton.
Howdy to your face.
Mr. Easton, I had a profound thought. I was glancing at American's Bible, the television guide, and I thought that since Americans love violence almost as much as a second car, why not own up to our love of gore and simply rename our favorite television shows?
I like I Love Lucy.
Well, we could rename that to I Slap Lucy, and you could have Archie's Bunker and Super Bowl, or make that Super Brawl 17.
Oh, I get it. Then you could have Magnum DOA and Kill Street Blues.
And of course, Saturday morning cartoons are the worst offenders.
But I like cartoons. I like it when the guy runs into the tree or gets squashed by trucks.
Exactly my point, Mr. Easton. There, I think we find the paradox, despite all the rather fallacious interpretations to the contrary. Although there is a synergistic result, I think you have to own up to the fact that they express an inherent violence, a love of violence that becomes a heritage to our progeny, i.e. children.
Oh, now, wait a minute. I think they're funny. You know, slam. Next thing you'll say is that the reason we like the Three Stooges is because it's a repressed, inward sibling rivalry tendency.
Oh, no. On the contrary, Three Stooges are not at all that way. I find them, as a matter of fact, extremely funny, especially when the little rotund one, I believe his name is Curly, when he does that.
That was good. What else can you do?
Well, I can do all sorts of things. I do rubber sounds of shoes walking.
You ever do Pig 2?
Pig 2. Yes, of course. That's right. All right. Pig 2. This one and that one.
Okay. That was fun.
This is William F. Buckley in severe pain, and Mr. Robert Easton saying, watch our salute to television.
You all know our next guest, Skip Stevenson, is one of the stars of Real People, but you didn't know the other side of Skip Stevenson, Skip Stevenson stand-up comic. So here is a Laugh Trax first, Skip Stevenson doing his stand-up comedy act. Go for it, Skipper.
Jim, you'll have to excuse me, but you kind of threw me here. I didn't, I thought I'd come down there. I was just going to walk out and do a little interview, and I didn't really prepare any stand-up for this special occasion, so I'm not prepared.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. No problem.
Do people ever tell you look like Richard Carpenter? A little bit? Oh, I just wanted to.
Oh, no, but I'll have to think about that. Anyone ever tell you look like Ed Begley Jr.?
Yeah, I was in a skit on another show. I couldn't understand.
But no, I'll tell you what, there's no problem. We'll handle it the way we do with all the music acts here. This is you're doing a cut from your comedy album, right?
I have a new comedy album called The Real Comedy of Skip Stevenson, but how do I...
No problem. Do what we always do on the show. Just lip sync the album.
To an album? I don't know if you can really do something like that. Well, maybe it'll work. You think so? Give it a shot. A lot of girls think if you're on TV that you're very wealthy. Not true. Let me tell you something. Not everybody on television is Johnny Carson or Chuck Barris. On Real People, we get paid real money. What I get paid on Real People could be a story on That's Incredible. You can cash your check in a cab. You're in trouble. Let me tell you. There was a big ovation at the end of that. I guess they just didn't have time to play it.
Well, we'll fix that in post. There's just one question I want to ask you. It's probably a question that you've never heard before, and I thought this would be a good time to ask you on the show. What's it like doing Real People?
I don't know. Everybody's asked me that. What was the question?
What's it like doing Real People?
Oh, well, I love Real People. It's a fun show to do. I especially enjoy the interplay with Miss Purcell and myself. No, Sarah and I are not married. I've never been able to carry on a meaningful relationship with an older woman. We live in a large white house with a white picket fence. Sarah does all the cooking. Byron and myself do the yard work. Fred Willard does the house cleaning. And Bill Rafferty sleeps all day. If you're ever in the vicinity of the San Fernando Valley, you are invited to drop by some hot chocolate and cookies. We love you because you're real people, real Americans. I love my country. I love my dog. I love my mother.
Glad we're back.
That's right. I'm very happy.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I'm feeling a stirring in my bones, ladies and gentlemen. Frank, what do we have coming? We have one of the bands.
I think so. I can hear it, as in every good parade, of course, there's always music, and we're very happy to have the Laugh Trax band.
Listen, Frank, that's why I like to do this parade with you. I mean, a parade without a band is like a car without brakes. No stopping.
I would say it's more like a parade without a car without brakes, or a band without music.
He's fast, he's funny, and that's why he's Frank. Oh, Frank, don't you just feel a chill coming down your back when you hear a band?
I do, Gail. I think you've taken the words right out of my suit, because there's nothing quite as nice as good music and a good band, and we're going to be seeing them shortly here on the Laugh Trax Parade. You stay tuned, ladies.
It's January clearance time at the Mad Jack's audio-video supermarkets. The 5 San Diego area Mad Jacks have equipment busting their seams and nowhere to put it. January clearance prices on television, hi-fi, car stereo, video, and electronics. Car stereos from $38.88. Cordless phones from $79. Telephone answering machines from $48.88. You can also make the store managers an offer on any demo equipment. That's the January clearance going on now at all 5 Mad Jack's audio video supermarkets.
In recent weeks, we have all been shocked by criminal tampering with non-prescription medicines on store shelves. Innocent products like Tylenol, products that are intended to help, have been used to harm consumers. Government and industry have been working together to provide packaging that will lessen the chance of this happening again, either to the people of Chicago or anywhere else. New government rules requiring tamper-resistant packaging for most non-prescription medicines will soon come into effect. We anticipate that such new packaging will begin to appear on store shelves over the next few months. But neither government rules nor tamper-resistant packaging can guarantee protection against everything that a criminal mind might think of. You, the consumer, must help. When you buy medicines or any product, be sure packages are not opened or damaged. Look at seals or wrappings to make certain they are not torn. And when you get home, check the product inside the package for signs of tampering. We don't have to do without any of the medicines that make our lives more comfortable. Care.
Isn't this great? All the trains, the cabooses, the steam engines. It makes you nostalgic for the golden age of the railroad. I don't know, it brings back a lot of childhood memories. I remember when I was a kid, I had one of those Lionel train sets in the basement, and I used to get my 2 biggest engines, okay, with 20 cars apiece and line them up facing each other. And then put them on full speed, and they'd get closer and closer and closer, and then they'd smash together, and then all the trucks would fly all over the place, and the coal would be there, and the smoke, and then the house would catch fire. And then somebody would call a fire engine, and they'd come, and they'd put out the fire. And it was neat. It was real neat. So enjoy our salute to the railroad.
You know, whenever you speak about railroads, certain nostalgic images spring immediately to mind. Great legends such as Casey Jones, the Wabash Cannonball, and of course, Boxcar Shecky. Boxcar Shecky, the comedian who entertained hobos and bums for over half a century. You show me a bunch of bums and ne'er-do-wells cracking up, and I'll show you Boxcar Shecky.
What's going on in there?
No, but I ain't kidding. It's a hobo jungle out there, I'll tell you. Hey, seriously, how many of you from out of town?
Yes, Boxcar Shecky, a man who has brought joy and laughter into the lives of countless disease-ridden, putrid, incredibly smelly con men and handout artists.
How many times has this happened to you now? A friend tells you that there's some steak in a garbage can behind a restaurant. So you go down, you dig through, and you find nothing but, maybe a little salad or something. See, that's all you find. And then your friend comes up, right? And you say, hey, I thought you said there was some meat in that can. And then he said, a bomb steer. But the joke was on him. I threw up on his shoes. Was that wrong?
Yes, Boxcar Shecky was to bums what Bob Hope was to GIs. The boxcar even had his one big shot at legitimate success when he appeared one night in 1973.
A bomb steer. But the joke was on him because I threw up on his shoes. Was I wrong?
Not real.
Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Where was I?
Boxcar Shecky died in January of last year. appropriately while entertaining a group of hobos on a moving train. Boxcar attempted a classic pratfall, but went right out the door of a speeding car and rolled through several counties before coming to a stop. A dead stop. Needless to say, he'll be sorely missed. But to this day, there are people who swear when a train goes by, they can hear laughter coming from it. And if you listen carefully, you may even hear Boxcar Shecky telling one more joke.
Look at that! I threw up out his shoes! Was that wrong?
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. You know, for years I've been dressing in black to show my support for the poor and the downtrodden and the underprivileged of this great country of ours. But there's another group of people in this great country who also have been equally put upon, and that's women. That's right, from now on, while I'll continue wearing black, I'll also be wearing this black skirt as well. As for the black hose and the high heels, well, they don't so much symbolize anything as much as they complete the outfit. But it does make it harder to walk the line. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without dispensation, the Catholic Girls!
When I got over you, I felt so right and good, but you came crawling back, just like they said you would. You got a telephone, you use it all the time, and when I hear your voice, I hang off the line. I don't need you, you're such a pain, but when you ask me, I say again, whoa, 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 San Francisco, oh, don't you know San Francisco, oh no, San Francisco, what can I tell you?
On the next episode of Soap, Chester is challenged to a duel.
Pistols it is. Thursday, 11 sharp.
Bert's giving a speech for the U.S. Senate.
I think the speech could use a few jokes.
If they wanted jokes, Perkins, they would have asked Honey Youngman to speak. Sit down.
And Annie and Danny have to stop meeting like this.
We'll just do it once more in that style.
Soap, Monday night at 7:30 on XETV.
There's a spirit in the air. Find out how you can be part of it. Aim high, Air Force.
glow. And in the minutes it takes, I'm renewing the look of my hair, too. Like my skin, my hair can look old. So I use the Clairol Color Renewal System. The Color Revitalizing Gel and Conditioning Revitalizing Treatment renew the depth and luster of my natural color to a young, healthy look. It's so gentle, and it blends away in 6 shampoos. Want younger-looking hair? Renew it with the Clairol Color Renewal System, because your hair is as important as your skin.
Before Cadbury, eating a chocolate bar could be anything but a smooth experience. Anything but a creamy experience. But the Cadbury Thick Bar is very, very smooth. Very, very creamy. Very, very Cadbury. Cadbury's Thick Milk Chocolate Bars. Very, very Cadbury.
We're here as your parade marshals of this beautiful Laugh Tracks parade here on this gorgeous, beautiful Laugh Tracks Day.
It has been a special day, and we're glad to be here with all you people and the happy, smiling face of the children, the screams and excitement, and the candy toss has been a very special thing.
That's true.
And here comes a moment we've all been waiting for, the appearance of the Grand Marshals.
That's right, Gail, and this year's Grand Marshals are Paul Newman,
Robert Redford,
Richard Pryor,
and Elizabeth Taylor.
I'll tell you, isn't that... Oh, there's Paul. I can see him on the monitor.
That's right.
And that must be right.
That's Liz there.
Liz, you can make that out there.
She's filling up the window with her charm.
With her charm. Isn't she something this year?
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, and right behind them is the float that won the governor's coveted award.
Yes, that was for the most viewed program on a television screen, and that was, take it, Frank.
The Space Invaders video game,
That's
Gail.
correct. You know, I thought Laugh Tracks was the most watched program. I was perhaps mistaken.
Well, I know, Gail, but does that answer your question?
Thank you. Thank all of you for coming down and seeing us off on our first Laugh Tracks Whistle Stop Tour. Thank you all very much. Now listen, we're going to be coming to each and every one of your towns to visit you. All you have to do is write to us at this address right there, flashing on the screen. Just write to us, and we'll come and see you! Stop it. You gotta be honest. Listen, that's a big lie. We don't have the budget to go on a Whistle Stop tour. Next year we'll have a budget. But this year, see, this isn't really a real train. This is a pretend train, and we're just stationary. Well, we ought to be honest. But if we can't come to you, you can come to us! And we'll be right here waiting for each and every one of you to visit us so we can meet you and we can get to know each other and have new friends! Frank, how are you? Meet Gail Fisher!
Make us your joy, make us your joy. Channel 6, XETV.
America is having a crisis, a shortage of its most valued resource, scientists. Other resources, such as oil, simply exist, ready to be tapped.
But scientists and engineers must be nurtured in schools, encouraged in research laboratories, and brought to maturity in the American workforce.